Okay.
Hello, I'm Jeanne Martinson, publisher of Wood Dragon Books, and I'm so excited today to interview the author of the newly released book, The Cartwright Men Marry. Monique Desrosiers hails from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and this is her first novel. The book has already been nominated for a Manitoba Book Award, and it is available in hardcover and paperback. And when Monique reads, you'll see the hardcover. This is the soft cover, large print edition, and the soft cover regular print edition. So you can see that there's a very long and exciting story to share. It is available on Kindle and Kobo as an ebook, and it will be available shortly as an audiobook on iTunes and Audible. Welcome, Monique. This is a very unique take on the next era of the Cartwright family of Ponderosa and Bonanza fame. What drew you to their specific story?
Well, a lot of things. Mostly it was the integrity of the men, the Cartwright men. Watched them when I was a kid. As a family, we watched it all. And it was something you just never missed on the Sundays. And you fell in love with the guys. Of course, we all had a crush on little Joe. And as an adult, I started watching a lot of things on Netflix downstairs in the basement. And I was watching Highway to Heaven. And I didn't get enough of Michael Landon, so I started looking for Bonanza, and I found it on YouTube. So I binge watched it in December 2018, and of course it invaded my dreams because I watched it hour after hour, and I couldn't help but imagine what kind of husbands those men would have made. They didn't marry in the show, in the programs, and if they did, it didn't last long. The women were either killed off or had to leave or had an illness or something happened. So I was attracted to their integrity, their values.
So when you were watching this show, where did you kind of get this idea, this fascination with the whole idea of them as husbands and what would have happened in their romantic life?
Yeah, well, actually, I dreamt up the whole book. I imagined myself as the wife of each husband in order to be able to write the story. And quite honestly, the integrity that those men had was something I experienced with my late husband. He was that kind of a man. He was devoted and unconditional, loving human being. He was just the greatest, and it was easy to write about the character.
So when you think about the original authors who wrote the series, why do you think they didn't explore the whole concept of love and marriage for the men of the Ponderosa?
I think they were trying to attract people who wanted to see a Western. They wanted to see a horse race and a gunfight. They wanted to see a horse's muscle plow into somebody's face. It wasn't the soap opera kind of attraction that they were after. It was the audience they were attracting. For the women and little girls or teenagers to watch, it was the good looks of those men. But the audience, it was the fast moving action of the Westerns and how the family would solve problems that the bank was having or the train being robbed and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a different kind of era that they were trying to show. And I just went the romantic side.
So your book, though, The Cartwright Men Marry, certainly has a lot of action. It has an avalanche. It has cattle rustlers. It has criminals and outlaws and collisions with and communications with Indigenous groups in the area. And lots of things happen besides the actual romance of the book itself. So, but when you think about Western or historical novels in general, why do you think they continue to attract readers today?
I think it's our longings. We desire this the comfort of a good story, the romance, the wholeness. You feel safe, and I think we all want that. We all want not to be swept off our feet, but it helps. That would help. But I think we all want what I tried to write.
That's very interesting. Monique, I know you have a copy of both the hardcover books there, the large print and the regular. Why don't you, I just showed the viewers what it looks like in paperback. Why don't you show us what the hardcover ones look like? That is the large print, obviously.
Yes, that's the large print one. I'm not even sure where the regular print ones are. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, the books are going to be available very shortly. They're available online. The ebooks are already available. I know you have some copies of the hardcover there, and the soft cover one should be in your hands very shortly. So that's all really exciting. I'm going to, we're going to wrap up this segment now, and then we're going to come back in a couple of minutes, and we're going to talk more about the time travel factor and the women that are on the Cartwright Men Marry train as far as to romance and resolving some of the challenges that happened to the Cartwright family in your exciting new book. So we'll be right back.